friends. It is I, World's Strongest Reviews. Thank you for turning in. NFL edition, NFL predictions. And I know, I didn't do them last week. No Week 17 predictions. Basically, Week 17, it's a weird week, people. I mean, I think we all know this. You don't really know what teams are playing for, what motivation is there, who has what players have lost all faith in their organization and just don't even come out, like the Bills or the Washington racial slurs, who completely blew their playoff chances and made the Sunday night game, the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers, way less dramatic. And I thought it was kind of funny because you could almost tell the announcers were kind of bummed that now it's like, oh, well, I guess both teams making the playoffs now, so it doesn't really matter as much. It wasn't like lose or go home, which I thought was funny. But yeah, because there's not a lot to talk about. There's a lot of games that just don't really amount to much, Patriots destroy the Dolphins, showing that, and we'll get to this in a little, that the Dolphins maybe, as a playoff team, here you go. Eagles, you beat the Cowboys. Cowboys weren't really trying that hard, but that's a good sign for next year. I think the Eagles have good chemistry. Titans beat the Texans, showing that Titans really are the team that should have represented the AFC South in the playoffs. I think we all know that. Greg Rosenthal tweeted today, the Oakland Raiders at Texans playoff game is the first playoff game without playoff implications. Thought that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, that wraps up last week. I mean, as a Seahawks fan, it was another week that kind of showed that we aren't Super Bowl bound. I think that it just how rickety that ship is, and we're definitely not on the level of the Green Bay, Atlanta Falcons, Dallas Cowboys, and it's crazy how all those teams are just in one conference. Let's get to it though. Let's get to the playoffs. So the playoffs, we have Saturday, January 7th, Raiders at Texans. That's, if you're West Coast, that's the afternoon game, 1:30. And then at 5:15, okay, a little weird times. I'm probably going to miss like 5 to 10 minutes of one of these games. Being like, oh, it's at 5:15, not 5:25. Next we have Lions at Seahawks. Sunday, January 8th, Dolphins Steelers at 10 a.m. And then Giants Packers at 1:40. That's the wild card round, people. What have I done? Oh, people, I'm so sorry. One second. How embarrassing. Smoker without a lighter. All right. Maman, give me 1 second to huff some drugs, and then let's get to these. You'll do well to remember that I live in Oregon. The state of Oregon has legal recreational marijuana, so what I just did is a legal right I have. All right, so like I was saying earlier, just a quick little breakdown of the playoffs. Get this out of the way. I'll probably elaborate on it a little bit more each week, but this is the time to elaborate on the most because these are the teams that made it to the playoffs. The playoff stories haven't come out yet. I'm pretty sure we know basically what's going to happen in one of these conferences. Let's get into it. We're all thinking it. We all know it. The AFC sucks. The AFC playoff picture is a joke, especially when the Oakland Raiders lost their second seed. Unless you're a Chiefs or Texans fan, this is kind of shitty news because the only two teams, we all know it, that can give the Patriots any kind of competition, Steelers and Chiefs. I'm sorry, Texans and Dolphins, you're just not in the league of the playoffs. It's really incredible. that you guys made it in. And it's a bummer for your quarterback situations. The Dolphins would have been a little bit friskier with Tannehill, but still, though, when they go into, I mean, who are you going to root for when they go into Foxborough? Come on. Not root for, but bet on. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so, and now the Oakland Raiders, sans Derek Carr, are sadly now in their league. Because you saw last week, they couldn't do anything against the Broncos. And, granted, winning in Denver is never an easy thing. But still, that just didn't look good. It looked like the team was mourning their quarterback still. And I don't know. So, now that they're the fifth seed, and the Chiefs are the second, now that means the Steelers, because when the Chiefs were the fifth, that would have meant that the Patriots would have had to face, in all likelihood, the Chiefs and the Steelers to get to the Super Bowl. At least they would have taken on the two good teams, and you could really say that they earned it, yada yada, Now, they're going to take on the winner of the Raiders or the Texans game, and the Steelers will have to go to Kansas City to get to the AFC Championship, which means the Patriots are like, yay! Because now their fiercest competitions they're going to kill each other before getting to the Patriots. It's just, the AFC playoffs are just a joke. It's just like, the Patriots can just pretty much like stamp their fucking Super Bowl tickets or whatever fucking passes right now. It's unfortunate as a football fan who wants competitive football, but then you go to the NFC, which is absolutely crazy. Aaron Rodgers is playing out of his fucking mind. The Atlanta Falcons look hot as fuck. They've blazed every team they've played for the last few weeks, and the Dallas Cowboys are still beefy, and they have the home field advantage. They're at the playoffs. Seahawks, the playoffs are good when the Seahawks are looking like one of the weakest teams in the NFC playoffs, because in the NFC conference, because it's like that. And then the Giants in Detroit aren't nothing to sneer at either. I'd probably be more scared of the Giants. So as a Seahawks fan, I'm kind of glad we're getting Detroit. It's going to be good. The NFC conference is going to be spicy, and it's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it. I think everyone should. All right, so let's get into it. Picks time predictions. Raiders at Texans. The Texans are very happy about the Raiders getting the fifth seed. Going from what could, in all likelihood, would be a repeat of last year, if not worse. Now they get a hobbled and just hurting, defeated Raiders team, and they got to be thanking their lucky stars. I think this is maybe the best team to take on right now, and the Texans, they, say what you want about, all the Osweiler stuff. They have a good defense, and it plays especially well at home. They play especially well at home, I think, so far, more or less. The run game isn't looking too bad, and the Raiders' defense is really nothing that scares the shit out of you. I'm honestly going to call this one for I know Brock Osweiler is starting. But then again, with the Raiders, whoever it is, I forget, because it ain't the McGloin guy anymore. It's like they both have quarterback issues, and I guess I'll take the Texans. Yeah, it's weird, but fuck. God damn these AFC playoffs. God damn them. All right, so that's the first afternoon game. Now we get kind of the Saturday night game. Detroit Lions at my Seattle Seahawks. I think Seahawks are kind of in the same position as the Texans, where we're not feeling too good about ourselves, and we can kind of thank God that we got dealt maybe a waning team. The Lions, they're certainly a good team. They're frisky, but now it's like you're in the playoffs, and frisky teams, it's hard to get, maybe one game. I could, I'm not saying that, like, there's super underdogs here, but I guess since it is at Seattle, I will take the Seahawks. I I could see us losing. I could see them losing. I really could. But Detroit, I think we can lock down that offense and hope. I don't know. Seahawks. It's so hard to call, and I'm literally just going like, Seahawks, and I think a lot of people will, but I don't know. I could see Detroit stinging us though, because I said Seahawks about the Cardinals a couple weeks, and that my last prediction for the Seahawks did not go as planned. So we'll see. All right, that's Saturday, the 7th. Next, Sunday the 8th, we got Dolphins at Steelers. Dolphins beat them earlier this year. Was in Miami, but they beat them, and they beat them good. I don't see, though, I think since that happened, I think that almost gives the Steelers a big advantage because they fucked up once. And I think their mindset is they ain't gonna fuck up again. It's at home. It's playoff time. I think they're gonna be fucking locked in. I don't think, Sorry, Dolphins. Yeah. Good year though. Got to the playoffs. I mean, shit. That's pretty good. Good record. Something to build on, definitely. But yeah, I mean, Steelers are one of the only 3 real teams in the AFC, and I think they get the win here. All right, afternoon. Giants at Packers. New York defense certainly looking good, shutting down Washington at home, but the Packers are looking fire. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is... He's Aaron Rodgers. He's the best in my book. He's the best. He is, as a quarterback, like as a fan, he is an NFC fan, a fan of an NFC team, and a team that has to see him like every year, and will be seeing him next year due to the seeding. Yippee. He's like the scariest guy to fucking watch. Like I know, like people used to say about Russell Wilson, like it's just so maddening to watch him. But Aaron Rodgers is just like when he has 8 seconds to throw the ball, you can't do. What are you gonna do? And he normally has like 3 to 5 seconds. God, if we had his O-line. I mean, I think they're the best O-line that I've seen. I don't know. It's Dallas. It's them. But yeah, I don't know. It's in Green Bay. Give me the Packers. They already beat them this year, and in Green Bay, and now it's in the playoffs. And that the Giants are looking good, but I think they'll have to outscore the Packers, and that's just a tough thing to do. That is just a very tough thing to do. We'll see if they can do it. I think it'll be a great game. I think this could be a very good game. I hope it is. The last one they played was like good for like a quarter or so, but you kind of knew the Packers had it in the bag, and that was like right before the Packers kind of like started, tanking until they obviously righted the ship, and now they're steaming ahead towards. I don't know. Great stuff though. Oh man, when the Packers will probably have to play the Cowboys. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Look out for that. So anyway, they got to take care of the Giants first, but give me the Packers, and there you go. All right, 4 games. Probably Dolphins, because like the Raiders-Texans could be good, I think it could be good. The Dolphins-Steelers is probably the one that'll be a bit, lopsided. That's my bet for the lopsided one, the game that, could probably... maybe won't be as fun to watch, but I think all the others should be spicy. I can't wait. If your team didn't make the playoffs, well, I hope it showed good signs, or it's one of those dismal ones. Really, I think like Bills and Jets and Niners and Rams are the most dismal. And I guess Browns. But they're almost kind of like... their spirits aren't failing as bad as those teams, if you get my drift. Anyway, all right, that's fucking wildcard weekend. So excited! It's the playoffs. It's bittersweet because the football season's almost done. But the games, they get so good at the end. You gotta hope. All right. World's Strongest Reviews. Give me a follow at Morgan Hickman 64 on the Twitter. I love the likes. I love the subscriptions. And I love comments. Love them. All right. Until next week, I promise. No more skipping picks. That was just a week 17 thing, because you know. All right. Take it easy, friends.